watching Coinbase take a nice dump.
Hello, everybody. This is Dr. Kamal and Spike. We're trying to figure out what happened today on Wall Street. So you can join us. We're streaming live from Long Island, New York, and we're broadcasting coast to coast and across the globe. And trying to figure out what happened today isn't as hard as figuring out why did it happen today, right? Why is the sky blue? Why is there more red than green on my screen? I was getting used to green, green, green every day, Friday,
Green
Thursday,
grass,
Tuesday. Maybe it's just Mondays are bad. Like last Monday was bad, this Monday is bad.
I guess everybody has a weekend to think about this situation.
Yeah, this weekend not nearly as bad as last Monday.
Well, were you expecting the market just to keep making those huge green candles
No,
continuously forever?
I expected a little pullback, but I still don't like it. Still don't like it.
You can either keep a good bracket or a good portfolio, but not both.
My bracket is alive and well. I have Duke.
There you go.
I have Duke to win it all, and I have them playing Arizona, so that's fine.
So far you're on the bubble.
I'm on the bubble.
Yeah.
I'm in the Sweet 16 with both of them. Although Duke has a tough game against TCU on Thursday. Very tough.
TCU,
Texas Christian University. Very tough team this year. The fact
there was a rumor that Google wants to buy Shopify.
I wouldn't doubt it. They don't know what to do with their money.
Really?
Yeah, and then Shop is jumped like 150 points or something.
I don't even know if that makes sense. Didn't they watch what Amazon did?
I'm trying to start a rumor that Tesla's buying GM, but to no avail. Nobody.
I know, right? Exactly.
I think Tesla's going to buy GM, so that's
there
a
you
good
go.
rumor.
So I want my GM to go higher.
Yeah.
I just bought some this morning.
Yeah. So instead of buying Shopify, they'll turn around and buy Etsy.
Exactly. But who's gonna buy Etsy?
Yeah, they'll fool everybody.
Netflix will buy Etsy.
Or maybe they'll buy them both, Shopify and Etsy. Why not?
I don't know why they're even thinking
Enough
about
money.
it. Is Amazon still? Are they still not regulated with Whole Foods?
What about Amazon? I couldn't hear you.
I said, is Amazon happy with no Whole Foods?
Are they happy with what?
Whole Foods.
Oh, Whole Foods. I don't know. I don't know if they're happy.
I can't imagine that they are. I think they might have seen that as a mistake.
They'll figure it out. It'll take them a while.
The perishable food industry is a very dangerous and sensitive industry. Anything perishable, like fresh stuff. Fresh
right.
Food.
Yeah.
I mean, the only thing that should make Shopify better is it's a service, not the actual product.
Right. Shopify.
So,
yeah. All right. So let's get to the charts. Cabinet guy is with us, Marco from Switzerland. He wants us to look at SPCB. He went into SPCB. We'll take a look at it. Why not? I only have 5 stocks that I listed, so why not look at SPCB? I think I listed Amazon for a change.
Yeah. Somebody once said that there's never a wrong time to buy Amazon.
Yeah. I can't imagine.
They'll never be old.
Somebody pretty wise said that, right?
It was a wise man.
Yeah, wise.
Yeah, wise and handsome.
Wise. Well, I don't know about the handsome part. Definitely wise. S&P 500 down 0.04%. That's wrong. Isn't it? Or isn't it? It was flat on the day? It doesn't make sense. Maybe. Is that right? It was only down.
The S&P is down 0.04%. The S&P.
That's correct.
JPY is only up 0.08%, 8 basis points.
Wow, I thought it was much worse. We battled back to even on the S&P. What was much worse was my portfolio because, full of bio-drec. The Dow 30 was down only 0.458%, 200 points. And the NASDAQ only 0.40% or 55 points. The Russell down a full percent. That was the killer today. Small caps, including bio. Crude oil continues its rise, or resumes its rise, up 7.5% to 112. Gold is back on the move up slightly, as is silver, up 1.23%, gold up 0.33. And the 10-year continues to increase in yield to 2.31%. And the 2-year, I think, is over 2%. Is that right? Anybody know? I believe so. As that yield curve flattens, right? The difference between the 2 and the 10 is not that great.
From the 10.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know the 2 was finally making a move.
Yeah. So let's take a look at the flat spiders. I didn't realize. I had a feeling, for whatever reason, I thought it was much worse. Yeah, there it is. Perfect doji on the day. What do you know? Blow it up a little bit.
Right.
It's looking very good. I mean, it broke through the channel, the downward channel, and it's now testing the 200 just like we said it would. We said that on Friday that it would test the 200, and it did, and it retreated off the 200. So the 200 was 446. At a high today was 446. Pretty much exact. Always nice to be right, but now what? Now that we said that, what are we saying about tomorrow? I think tomorrow we go through the 200 and we're going to test the 100 up here. The 100 is at, what is the 100 at? 453. That's the next stop, 453 spiders. And then we got the double high, right? The double top.
Double top.
What's above that? That's pièce de résistance, literally. The piece of resistance that we must take out.
Piece of resistance.
Pièce de résistance.
Right.
There it is. I mean, that's the top. So first we take out the 100, and then we're going to bump up against that double top. Do we go through it? That's the thing.
It looks promising.
It does look promising. Or we could have an aborted rally that just fails at that point and we come back down. I hate to say it, but double tops like that are not easy. It's a lot of resistance up there.
Mm.
So, we have to wait and see what happens, but I wouldn't be shocked if we get a major retreat off of that level, especially if things aren't going well in Europe, in Ukraine in particular. So it may not take very long to test this 458. We're talking about 14 spider points or 1,400 S&P points. This test could happen in a matter of days. By the end of the week, we could see a test of this double top. Quite conceivable, I think, very conceivable. And on the other hand, we could see a retest down here of this low. I kind of doubt that. Or we could just bump into resistance support right at the 20-day EMA. That's more likely. So 433 433 to 446 is where we're at now. This 13-point range. It's got to go one way or the other. And I think it'll go up. I think we probably going to retest that 458. That's the key level. So 458 it is. Going up is the verdict until then. And whether or not we ultimately take out 480, I don't know. We could fall short. We could fall short right here at 458, or we could fall short up around here at around 473. So whether we actually make new highs or not is not totally clear. I like the odds much better if we take out 458. Okay, that's where we are with the spiders. A little bit iffy. 458 is the key level. Should we do Apple or Amazon? I wrote Amazon. I guess we'll do what I wrote. Amazon. Amazon had a perfect doji just like the S&P. And it was a green day in terms of volume. More buyers and sellers. And it went through the 100-day Amazon, did better, relatively speaking, than the spiders. It also took out this high, I believe.
Yep.
So let's throw that in. Amazon looks pretty bullish. It didn't take that high out. 3276 has to be taken out. Fell short by 15 points. Tomorrow we take that out. And then it's up and away. Then it's up and away, all the way up without much resistance to 3550. And then it's just like the S&P. Does it fall short or does it keep going? If it's going to fall short, 3550 looks like the place. Or right here, for that matter. We have a double top forming. If it backs off now, this is another double top. Yeah. So this is a very key level as well, right where we are on Amazon. What was that, SPCB? That regular Marco port?
Yep.
Cyber play, he said? I don't know if they're cybersecurity or what, but they're penny stock and with a big green arrow today, big green candle today.
Yeah.
I hope regular Marco at the beginning of the day as it opened much lower. Crossed took out almost all resistance, closed way above the 100. And the next piece of resistance is all the way up here. Draw that in. Mm-hmm. I'm not drawing. I should have drawn a straight line.
Yeah. Well, the line is straight. It's just not with a zero slope.
Yeah. Take that out.
There you go.
Better. It's about 77 cents. Is this after hours that it popped even more?
Yeah. So basically, President Biden is asking to harden the cybersecurity defense.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what's causing this jump, if it's the contract or whatever they got, but it's right now trading above the line I just drew, which is solid resistance. So it took that out. That's very bullish. Let's see if it trades that way tomorrow. Tomorrow's another day. Very nice call, Marco. I'm glad you're making some money on that one. Would I buy it now? No, because I don't know enough about it. And, I want to see how it trades during the regular trading hours, not just the extended day. And I don't know the news. What else did I list? I listed Marinus, which had earnings today after being approved. The drug was approved for a rare rare form of epilepsy, right? So we got early approval last week, Friday. We shot it all the way up to 1242. And look at it today. Some part of it is selling today, bringing it down to 874 at the close, touched as low as 840, high of 965. I added in the after hours, so I paid 875, I think. I decided that
Yeah, you'll get your money back already. Already you're up.
I sold half, and I decided I'll buy back what I sold. So I'm now not fully invested, but I have a nice chunk of Marinus. And I do think it's a double-digit stock, so that's why I bought it. Again, it's one of these companies that has to transition from clinical to from the lab, from clinical studies into production, into commercialization. And that's tough. It's a tough nut for a small company. But
Jake doesn't like that story.
No, but the treatments are $100,000 a year. Even though it's rare and there's like 4,000 or 5,000 people with it across the globe, if they get 2,000 patients times 100,000, that's not bad. That's 2 million, 200 million.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the market cap is about a little more than that. So it's got to be worth more than it's trading. That's how I look at it. Plus, it's right for a takeout. So you got a lot of stuff going for it. I felt okay buying it at this level. I do think it'll fill this gap, and I might decide to take some off at that point.
Mm-hmm.
I think that gap will get filled. So this is a nice, healthy jump if it does fill that gap. We're looking at 11 and change, or at least 11. And that's not bad from 875.
20%, 25% even.
On Friday, it was trading at 9:30 when we were on in the after hours, and I remarked that it's a good buy now, and you sell it at 10 and on Monday, but in the pre-market. But you didn't have. Turns out you didn't have to wait that long. It hit 10 in the aftermarket on Friday. So my idea was good to buy it at 940 and sell it at 10, but I didn't do it. I wound up buying it at 875 now. Okay.
You might as well go to CTIC since you're talking about these successes.
Very similar situation. CTIC has been giving back. It's playing a little bit of
consolidating.
This is another situation where they're transitioning into commercialized company, commercial product. And again, it's for rare disease and 200,000 a patient per year. Similar, very similar. If you like one, you almost have to like the other. They're parallel situations. I know they're different diseases. This is, this is this. What is pacritinib again for?
I always get confused these days. Is this the long one or not?
How quickly I forget. I own too many bios. I remember the name of the drug at least.
Let me look it up.
The indication is it's a rare disease.
Blood-related cancers.
Blood-borne cancer of some kind. Yeah.
Yes. Myelofibrosis.
Myelofibrosis, yes, MF, that's it. Myelofibrosis, however you say it.
Myelofibrosis.
Yeah, how can I forget that? That's the same blood-borne cancer that Geron drug is.
Yeah, right. How can you forget that?
Yeah, shouldn't forget that. So anyway, we're right at support. time to buy. Every time it pulls back to $4, it's or close to it. It looks to me like it's time to add as opposed to sell. But if it breaks that, that's another story. If it holds at $4 level, looks pretty good. It can only go one way if it holds $4.
Your backup is probably the middle of that green candle.
Yeah, let's draw this. This.
I was thinking about the one down below.
Look at that trend line. And now we have the perfect flag.
Yeah, kind of right.
Yeah,
That's
so this is flagging, and it should break north. So this looks like a perfect pattern to get in on at around where it is. And then look for the resistance at the top. Resistance right at the top. Wherever that is. And again, I'm drawing the wrong kind of line. I should draw a straight line, but I just say what it is, 487. Mm-hmm. So resistance at 487. Okay, so I think if anything, it's a hold or a buy at this point. And when pressed as to when would I think of time to get rid of it, I said this level here, 360,
right,
would be my stop loss. All right, I don't think it'll get that low, but if the markets don't cooperate, it could. The XBI was yucky today. XBI is a yucky poo.
Oh yeah, the XBI.
A yucky today, down 3.41%.
So
that's what I call a yucky poo.
Yeah, no. I mean, like if you turn it upside down, what's the opposite of a nibble?
It touched that support line.
The trim, I guess.
What is that? The 50? The yellow line.
The support line is 20.
20, okay.
Yeah. It's just above it. It basically hit the 20 EMA. It's what can you say? If you look at this chart today, it explains the action of all the bios in your portfolio. They're all red, pretty much. Hard pressed to find a bio that's not red today. So what else was? I did all bios. I listed BCRX. Another one transitioning to a commercial company, and it's ready to transition itself. And I think this one has proven that it's capable of such a transition, that it has $1 billion drug down the road eventually. So this one is significant, and they have a pipeline, they're a real company. We own a real company, gentlemen, with BioCryst Pharmaceuticals. No kidding around.
Yeah.
Real company with real scientists, real researchers, real pipeline, real products. So this is a real company. I'm excited to own a real company instead of something that's in phase one of, Never Never Land. So BioCryst.
You still think it's going to hit 25, right? One day?
Yeah. Soon. Sometime this year. That's soon enough. I think so. We're trying real hard. It came back down to trend line support, which is not bad. And tomorrow it'll be up with the rest of the market. S&P showed surprising strength today. XBI might turn green. Who knows for change?
Wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah, and AUPH is another company that's transitioning, finding it difficult to transition to a commercialized company.
I'm glad you brought this one up.
Yeah, I'm not.
It's constantly giving you a chance at 11. Constantly.
Yeah. Well, it's up in after hours, whatever that's worth. Probably not much.
Right.
It was repelled by the 20,
Still got a nice gap to fill.
and its concavity I'm not liking.
Oh,
Yeah,
call it a point of inflection for now.
looks like it's maybe trying to top here at the 20. We'll see.
Yeah.
On the other hand, we have a gap to fill, gentlemen. We have a gap to fill.
The gap to fill. It's why is this 20 becoming such a meaningful trend line to look at these
Only
days?
because a lot of people look at the 20 EMA, I decided to throw it in.
Okay,
It's
yeah,
one of
because we
those.
usually do the 9 and then just jump straight to the 50.
Yep.
I guess people are getting panicky.
Look
They can't wait 50 days for
at
action
that
until-
gap. It came. The stock traded right up to the point where the day after the day of the gap down. The high was 1246 that day. Today,
Uh-huh.
the high was 1229, and yesterday the high was 1225. So we're trading right at that resistance. We go through that. I think there's an excellent chance we get back to at least $16. That's what I think. No, not $16, even higher. Close 1624.
Close.
1624 should be filled. That gap should be filled. And as soon as it crosses this line, I'm adding, because I think that means it's going to get filled. Let it break 1246, and I'll take a shot and add some. Why not? That's it. I think we did everything I listed, right?
Pretty much.
Cabinet guy has a couple he wants to do, like Reed, IMMP, and Baba.
We did XPI, Nike for tomorrow, and what did Biden say? Harden your cyber immediately. That's why it's SPCB.
IMMP.
Yeah. Yes. Joda's doing well in apps. That's good. And Cabinet Guy wants Reed, IMMP, and Baba. Well, Baba is, again, if it's a Chinese company, I think it is, right? Baba, Alibaba. They're Chinese,
Yes.
last I looked. I'm not playing anything from China. That's my feelings right now.
I don't blame you.
You got to be too. It's not. I'm not brave enough. So we'll look at it though tomorrow. Baba, IMMP, and Reed. I got to.
Yeah, IMMP.
You'll make a note.
Compelling.
Make a note of that. Reed, IMMP, Baba, and Nike.
Nike.
And there we got 4 for tomorrow. Cabinet Guy, you're on first thing tomorrow. See you guys. It's time to go home. I am home. It's time to
Take
say
care, guys.
goodbye. See you all tomorrow. Happy trading. Thanks for coming, and don't forget to subscribe. And as always, do your own due diligence. Our opinions are strictly owned and do not constitute investment advice. Check with an advisor before acting.